we had to build a community where people actually wanted to know their neighbors. And how do we do that? Well, we got to put front porch, we got to have sort of these collisions of people where they can't just drive into their house, close the door, drive into their garage, close the door, and never see their neighbors. That's not the type of community we're going to build, but also that's not going to build resilience within the actual framework.
We have the muse spaces that are completely separated from vehicular spaces. So, kids and families can move. And that was partially done for independence of young children, for a parent to be able to kick them out and know that they were only going to run into one or two conflicts with vehicles on their way to the commons. And that on their way here, anywhere that they did cross a street was going to be a raised pedestrian crossing, was going to be at a neck down. So we have bulb outs and neck downs, raised pedestrian crossings, raised tables at the intersections, not all of them, but most of them. And then on-street parking, street trees. We park both sides of the street, but we're 28 feet back of curb to back of curb, which means it's a yield street. Basically, if you have a car on both sides, traffic becomes one lane. So it's going to be slow. I think what we're going to see is that people enjoy using the Muse to get from place to place. And so that family riding their bikes, probably, unless it's a really busy day in the Muse, they're probably going to choose to take the Muse and not drive on the street. But they'll have the ability to, if they want to get on the street and go. And, we can't, our speed limit is 35 miles an hour. That's a county requirement. We tried to get to lower it. They wouldn't let us lower it. And so we said, okay, but can we do all these other things? And they said, yeah, sure. And we said, okay, well, great. We all know that speed limit signs don't actually make a difference, and that they're created based on the driving patterns of people anyway, on that 80th percentile. So for us, it was okay, well, we'll do everything we can. I think we probably try to get rid of a little bit of the on-street parking because we have it on every single street in the neighborhood, and it's probably just more pavement we need. But it is going to push down on those speeds and make them safer spaces. That's on our actual streets. Then the alleys, there's no parking allowed. They're only 20 feet wide. There's no curb. There are sidewalks that interact with them all the time, where it's just sidewalk hits the alley. And so those are really designed to feel a little more Wooner-y, a little more like people should be walking. You might have a grill set out on the alley, the basketball goal, kids on bikes. When you turn off the street onto an alley, every signal is going to be, I should expect to encounter people here, pedestrians. So I should slow down. And you're also, by the time you hit an alley, you're in your last couple of 100 feet till you're home. And so that rush can slow down a little bit even if you are commuting by car. And so we've designed those layers to get people to slow down and to create opportunities for people to choose different mobility options besides the car.